Hello, I'm Noelle Trost.
And I'm Leo Padilla. Keep watching for more updates on an upcoming rodeo car show.
And an update on the senior pennant party.
And keep watching for a movie review by Sophia of Pirates of the Caribbean.
And sports with Thomas. This is the week of May 19th. Back in 60 seconds, this is the Norman News.
Yeah. Okay? Ready. All right, ready to go. Call it.
Hey seniors, today is the senior pennant party. This fun event will take place in the EDC at lunch. All seniors are welcome to celebrate your post-secondary plans and achievements from the last 4 grueling years. There will be a prize raffle, food, and much more. And don't forget to pick up your cap and gown during your social studies periods. Things are finally wrapping up. And Natalia with some news on the Rodeo Drive car show.
Thanks, Noel. The annual Beverly Hills Father's Day Rodeo Car Show will start June 18th as the 24th annual Rodeo Drive celebrates the Road to Rodeo. The Rodeo Drive Concurs d'Elegance annually brings around 30,000 visitors to Rodeo Drive, and a big crowd is once again expected this year. This Rodeo Drive Concurs d'Elegance is the most popular Father's Day event in all of Los Angeles, as it brought in 31,000 people last year as 2016. Mayor Lily Bossie stated it highlights the history of luxury automobiles and showcases the latest designs and advances in automotive technology. This event will be held on the middle of a Sunday in June, so make sure to bring a hat and glasses as it will most likely be hot. And now to Noelle with some more news.
Thanks, Leo. The Board of Education isn't the only one riddled with lawsuits. The city of Beverly Hills just agreed to a $32.5 million settlement for the lawsuits arising from the tragic accidents that occurred on Loma Vista Drive in 2014. LAPD Detective Ernst Allen Sr. died May 9th when a cement truck ran out of control, mowing the detective's private truck. The driver of the truck, Brandon Casquillo, was also represented in the settlement as he has been in a vegetative state since the accident. A string of horrific accidents like this one have occurred before, leading some to question the safety of that certain roadway. According to the Beverly Hills Courier, the Spanish Shia and Boyle LLP attorneys issued a statement on the matter, noting that for over 50 years, the city of Beverly Hills had known that Loma Vista Drive constituted a dangerous condition because its unusual grades are too steep for too long at the top. City employees, traffic consultants, and concerned residents had warned the city management for decades that these types of tragic accidents would continue to occur unless effective changes were made on Loma Vista Drive, but they were not. We can only hope that this will have to be the last horrible accident that has to occur before the city is galvanized into action. And now let's bring on Noah for this week's influential interview.
2.
Hi, I'm Noelle Trost. Today I'm here with Noah Donish for this week's influential interview. Noah, how are you doing today?
Very good, Noah. Thank you for having me on for the interview.
Of course. So why don't we start by you giving us a little rundown of the influential things you do around our school?
Well, first for KBEV, I'm one of the producers for KBEV, which is really fun experience getting to be a part of the Norman News, the open house events, the graduation that's coming up, it's really great. Another thing, I'm also one of the co-presidents of robotics, which we're really having a great year, and then we have another one coming up next year. I've been on it for 3 years, and it's going to be my 4th year for robotics, so very excited for that.
Very exciting. So why don't we start a little bit with KBEV. So how long have you been on KBEV for?
I've been in KBEV, this is my 2nd year, coming to close my 2nd year, yes.
Wow. Have you seen any changes this past year?
Well, I've seen a lot of changes for specifically in the Norman News. I mean, I think we've gone through a lot of iterations of the Norman News. We've been slowly refining it every week, changing things and making it better and better. And I think we're at a pretty good place now, but we're never going to be it's never going to be enough. We'll always keep fixing it.
Right, right. What are some things you see doing in the future next year?
Oh, wow, that's a great question. I think we have a lot of new people coming in, 8th graders that are really excited to be a part of this program, and I think are going to really influence this program.
Sorry, well, transitioning over now into your robotics, tell me a little bit about that.
So robotics, basically our team is More Torque Team 1515. This is our 13th year that we've been at Beverly Hills High
That's
School.
very impressive.
Yes.
Very influential.
Very influential, yes. So it's been going for around 13 years now, and every year they give us a new prompt, and we have to build a robot in 6 weeks, and we go and compete. This year we competed at Long Beach Regional, which with 60 other teams, and we finished at 8th place there. So it was really amazing. And then we also competed in a Ventura Regional with other teams. So.
Do you plan on using robotics at all in your future?
I might. I really like building robots. Robots are really cool. I think it's a part of the future. I also really like medicine. I think maybe a crossover between the two would be a really cool development.
You told me that you work a little bit at Cedar Sinai.
Oh, that's correct. Yes, I'm also the co-president of the Teen Volunteer Program at Cedar Sinai, in which there's about 600 teen volunteers. So at Cedar Sinai, the volunteers, they help the patients, help the doctors with whatever they need. So it's also a really amazing program.
No, you're doing all this stuff and all this work. Where do you see this amounting to?
Where do I see this? I really like gaining experiences. Any way I can gain an experience, I think it's going to really help me in any way. Being able to meet people, build connections with other people, and really learn from everyone, because everyone knows stuff that you don't know. So you can really learn from that.
That's really great, Noah. Let's go ahead and send it back to the news.
Thank you, Noel.
Thanks, Noel. That was a quick change. Now that all the sports seasons have ended here at Beverly, it's time the coaches and their players prepare for their next seasons. Many sports have started their spring and summer conditioning practices. This is an important time for all of these teams, as they will begin taking steps towards their next season. Many teams use this time to get their players back in shape and things like that. Some teams, like football and basketball, have spring leagues that they play in, and they need to get their papers turned in as early as they can so they can play in these spring leagues. So a reminder to all sports players who have their spring leagues, turn in your paperwork, and may all teams have a strong and progressive offseason. And now to Noel with the ASB interview.
Hello, everyone. I'm Noelle Trost here with this week's ASB interview. Today I'm here with Josh. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you.
Fantastic?
Thank you for having me.
Great. All right, let's go ahead and introduce you. What do you do in ASB?
So I'm one of the senior commissioners in ASB. I actually just joined this semester, and it's really fun. I enjoy it. We get a lot done to help our school make it better and raise spirit.
That's great. Prom is coming up. You guys are clearly doing a lot of preparation. How's that going?
It's going well. Everything is just, getting finalized. We're just making sure prom royalty, those things are getting figured out. And, I just wanted to say that I know there was a little bit of an uproar from some of the student body about the high ticket prices. ASB actually had nothing to do with setting those. We had already, we had a contract with a prom planner at a location, and I think it was actually administration that had the final say on what the prices would be. So I just wanted to get that out there.
That's good. So prices, you say, will probably have been the biggest struggle ASB has had with prom.
Yes, we actually, because, we're students in there too. If it angers them, it angers us. We've talked about trying to lower it. Ms. Goolsby, our director, said, it's set, the administration chose it, and there's really nothing we could do.
Well, you can only do so much, right?
Yes.
Other than that, has there been any other major struggles ASB has had with setting up prom this year?
So it's always, because prom, there's a lot of stuff to encompass, and I just joined second semester. I believe first semester we talked about this, not everything, a lot of stuff was already set, but there's always these little things that we have to always figure out in the end, some photo booth or this and the food. So that's just the small things, just
the small
the
things.
Details.
Well, you're right.
This
This is the small things, because I know there's a topic everyone wants to hear about, the board meeting. Tell me a little bit about your outrage at the board meeting.
All right. So, we have a board. We're in a district, we have great teachers, but the board, I guess, is forced to pink slip and fire some of them, sometimes without any reason given. Apparently that's a law that they don't have to give one. But this time one of my teachers, Mr. Berkeley, was pink slipped for no reason. He's a fantastic teacher. He's really very intelligent, knows what he's doing all the time. So I went to speak at the board meeting, and I was not happy, and I let the members of the board know that. I was a little rough with them. I was not too kind. I made sure they knew what they're doing and how it's going to affect them and their, constituents and the students here.
What do you think was the driving force behind the vigor you had at the meeting?
I just don't really like when people like at the top, like administration, try to interfere with me and my learning and what's happening in my daily life, especially when they didn't even give a reason for it. So that's really what made me upset.
All right. Well, after this clip of Josh at the board meeting, let's go ahead and send it back to Sophia and Eva with energy.
Thanks, Noelle. Hey, Normans, pick up the Highlights newspaper as it will be the last paper issue ever. Highlights took the initiative to reinvent their vision and incorporate the digital age into their new online-based publication. The current editors-in-chief, Keith Stone, Ben Shofet, Max Sierra, and Veronica Pahamova, will be passing on their title to juniors Jamie Kim and Jason Harward, who have expressed their excitement on going digital. But if you want to read more about their plans for next year, as well as read articles on prom fashion, SMC Pipeline, and Beverly's Hall of Famers for athletics, grab the closest newspaper you can find. And now to Eva with some news on a recent performance.
Thanks, Sophia. Last night, the Intro to Theaters classes performed 15 reasons not to be in a play and 18 more reasons not to. The play was a wacky, ironic, and comedic piece about a group of students that break off against the social normality of being in a play. They present and explain their rebellion by introducing 15 reasons to not be in a play, proving the inefficient and unnecessary nature of plays. Each reason has its own spin and is a distinct portion of their arguments. The two shows were performed last night in the Salter Theater. And now back to Sophia with the movie review.
Thanks, Eva. Thrust into an all-new adventure with Pirates of the Caribbean's Dead Men Tell No Tales, Captain Jack Sparrow, played by Johnny Depp, feels the winds of ill fortune blowing even more strongly when deadly ghost sailors, led by his old nemesis, the evil Captain Salazar, played by Javier Bardem, escape from the Devil's Triangle. Jack's only hope of survival lies in seeking out the legendary Trident of Poseidon, but to find it, he must forget all that he knows. Be sure to check out
When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna rise right out of the ground. Ain't no grave can hold my body down.
The dead have taken command of the sea. They're searching for a sparrow.
Well, look way down the river. What do you think I see? I see a band of angels, and they're coming after me. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down. Pirate's life. There ain't no grave can hold my body down.
Wow, looks very exciting, doesn't it, Leo?
Yeah, pretty exciting.
Yeah, pretty exciting. So what have you heard about the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie?
Well, they're bringing in a bunch of new actors as well. They're getting rid of some of the old cast. I know that recently there's been a hacking scandal, and apparently some hackers got the movie and they're ransoming it. They want, I think it's like,
Ransoming it?
yeah, they want $3 million or they're going to release it online. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Pretty intense stuff. I don't know how I feel about the whole Pirates of the Caribbean franchise anymore after all the controversy with Johnny Depp.
Right, and Amber Heard, and
Right.
she's coming out in her own movie, Justice League. But Johnny Depp has been trying to ease some of that tension. He's been going to the actual Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland and
Wow.
making surprise appearances, which is pretty funny. Yeah.
Well, on some more serious news, let's send it to Michael with more news on James Comey.
Thanks, guys. Breaking news. Recently fired FBI Director James Comey has revealed several new conversations he has had with President Trump. After his departure, Representative Jason Chaffetz asked for documentation relating to the Russian investigation by the FBI, which included notes written by Comey during his investigations with Trump. Dubbed the Comey Memo, The documents revealed that President Trump asked Comey not to go forward with the investigation into Michael Flynn a day after Flynn resigned. These and other documents, while not currently in the hands of the Norman News, but one of Comey's associates have read parts of it to other news organizations, which I then copied. We'll keep you updated with more information as it is revealed. Now to Eva with a health report.
They have packets available outside of the library with test-taking tips for less stressful study sessions. Some tips include finding a good place to study and making sure it's lit and comfortable. And make sure you know your study habits. Do you work better in a quiet room or with music playing? Also know your learning style. Are you a better visual learner or an auditory learner? Another tip is to organize your study time so you get the most out of a short amount of time. Prioritize your work. And lastly, make sure to take study breaks. Study breaks are very important because your brain needs time to absorb the information you just learned. Instead of going on your phone, try standing up and stretching, maybe getting some water. Get plenty of sleep the night before your test, and eat a great breakfast. Arrive to class early and bring all your materials, and most of all, feel confident. And now to Aryan with the weather report.
19th, we got a high of 79 and a low of 60. Over the weekend, we're expecting some really good sunny weather. So if you want to go out for a swim, you totally can. We're expecting a high of 84 and a low of... Hello, everybody. My name's Aryan Tabibi, and we got some sunny weather coming up. Today, May 19th, we got a high of 79 and a low of 60. Over the weekend, we're expecting some really good sunny weather. So if you want to go out for a swim, you totally can. We're expecting a high of 84 and a low of 61. Then on Sunday, a high of 82 and a low of 60. On Monday as well, we're expecting some sunny weather with a high of 80 and a low of 59. Then coming up, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're expecting a little partly cloudy weather. It's not going to be as warm, but it's going to be a high of 75 on Tuesday, Wednesday, and lows of 57 and 56. Thursday, too, it's going to be partly cloudy weather with a high of 70 and a low of 57. That's it for weather this week. Let's send it to Leo with some news on Beverly Hills.
Few athletes on the track this weekend at CIF's Southern Section Division III Finals at Cerrito College. The athletes that qualified for the state competition are Julianne Arullo, Donna Roseman, Leticia Valle, and Sarah Smith. The girls' relay team advanced with a time of 4:05 for a good 22nd overall time at BHHS list. Also participating on Saturday's events are Julie Park, who cleared a personal record of 9.9 in the pole vault to qualify for the finals. Park tied for 5th place in prelims. The Division III finals are Saturday at Cerritos College. Field events begin at 10:30 a.m. and track events begin at 1. And now to Noelle with some more news.
Thanks, Leo. Summer is right around the corner, and nothing screams vacation like swimming. But if you have the unfortunate luck of having no pool around you, don't worry, BHHS has a compromise. Beverly Woods Swim School is hiring up to 4 different lifeguards for their summer program. In order to apply, you must be 16 or older, a strong swimmer, able to perform all 4 different strokes, and of course, good with kids. Positions can be full-time or part-time from 1 to 6 on the afternoons and 8 to 4 on Saturdays, starting with $12 per hour. Not bad. Once students are selected, they will receive a course on CPR. If you are interested, call Stella Davidian, whose number is available on the Daily Bulletin of May 17th. It sounds like a pretty sweet summer gig to me. Now let's send it back to Leo with more news.
Thanks, Noelle. A Long Beach woman is facing felony charges for an attempted murder after a road rage accident that severed a man's leg in the parking lot of a Pavilions at Olympic Boulevard and Beverly intersection. Jamika Abar has pleaded not guilty Tuesday to one felony count of attempted murder, aggravated mayhem, and assault with a deadly weapon. Abar and an alleged passenger are alleged to have gotten into a road rage run-in with a man in the 9400 block of Olympic Boulevard last Friday. In the shocking altercation, which was caught on video, Abar is accused of driving her vehicle into the man, running him over, and severing his leg below the knee. The passenger is charged with one felony and a count of accessory after keeping the knowledge of the crime and not reporting it. She also pleaded not guilty. Both were arrested on Saturday by the Beverly Hills Police Department. Both are due back to the Los Angeles courthouse on June 14th.
All right, guys. Stay tuned next week for more news on summer activities.
And more updates on Beverly Hills.
We'll see you next week on
The Norman
News.
News.